What's up guys, and today we're playing Volvo Tycoon 3 again. And this oldest steam locomotive is 56 years old. That's amazing. Hope it reaches 60, and it might overtake 70 from that other locomotive released in 1949. Only lasted to 2022. But let's see if it can break that record. I hope it lives 100, because that would be shocking if I saw it 100 years old and it will still be running very powerfully. But I'm not really sure if this train's gonna be self-destruct, because that red level looks like it's gonna blow up any minute now. But I'll record if it does or not. We just have to find out. The trains are in good progress, especially the Chicago Flyer, which is now 62 years old. But we haven't even seen this train crash or break down yet. But however, it has broken down lots of times. But lucky it hasn't crashed. Our oldest locomotive was 70, but lucky if it's just 71, then I'll be impressed. To be the oldest locomotive ever. And I wish this train was over 100. The oldest ever locomotive with 3 digits. That's the next goal it should reach. So, if the train was made in 1871, then if it's 100, then it will be 100 in the year 1971. I hope it makes it. Cool. A new locomotive is available in the year 1935 called the GG1. This will replace the steam engine I don't even like. Goodbye, passenger locomotive that looks like a diesel engine. Hello, GG1. That I saw, who was the oldest locomotive once, that only reached to 42 years old. Although you're electric, you're now 0 years old, and you're very powerful. And I think you're a tiny bit faster than the train I didn't really like. And a boom times ahead. Let's see how old our oldest locomotive is ever. Well, not ever, but in the future it might be. 64 years old. And we're now in the year 1935, so that means next year it will be 65 years old. Unlucky this train isn't coming out of retirement of collecting through passengers and goods. Like now. We're now in the year 1936. Time is flying by. I'll see you guys a couple of years later, if I may. Great! A new locomotive is available. Well, we're definitely not replacing the oldest locomotive. We are going to replace it with that other locomotive, train number 4. That definitely needs replacing. It's 22 years old. With the F3. Upgrade! Looks like we've gone into the generation of trains where they run through, instead of steam, but electric and diesel. And a different type of horn, which I'm interested in the year 1940. Let's see how the oldest locomotive is going. 69 years old. Okay, you're at the age where you're at 70, where the oldest locomotive has reached. But can you reach 71? I'll just keep an eye on it till it does. And also a bit of traffic jam here, which is disappointing. now in July 1941. It would just turn into the oldest locomotive I ever had in 1942, really. Almost there. It's nearly 71. October 1941. 3 months to go. And the bad news is it's broken down. Yes! It's now the oldest locomotive I ever had in my entire life. It's now aged 71 years old. Congrats, you're now the oldest locomotive I ever had in my company, and including Go West, which my company was Q, and this company, Elk River. Another locomotive. It looks like I have to replace it with the electric train. Now, what about train number 5? That is the Northern 484. Yeah, it's now 16, so let's replace it. Problem is you cannot see it properly because it's part of the shadow where it waits in the traffic jam. It's a bit of a congested area in Madison, but I'm not sure what it's going to be like in the future. But let's go back down and see how it's going. Whoa, right inside it. Get out of there. We're not going to replace train number 4. We're going to replace the Toledo rocket, which was once train number 3. With the Big Boy 4884, related to the Challenger 4664. But this time it's yellow. It's like its cousin, but it's slightly a bit bigger than usual. We're now in the year 1946, near the 1950s decade. Sad news, I'm afraid. No, my oldest locomotive died at the age of 77 years. Why? Although the replacement train's running quite goodly. It's a beast this time. Maybe this should try an attempt to over 77 years. Because my oldest locomotive now is that age, 77 years. So it was born in 1871, that train, and died in 1948. That's a shame. A new locomotive is here. The GP7, that's the one I was on about that reached 70 years old. Now I'm going to replace it with the Toledo rocket, which is 4 years old. This needs replacing, that train. No, let's not replace that. I think I'll replace that one because that's a slightly older cousin. Replace. Upgrade. And unfortunately this is going to be the end of part 17. So please comment, like and subscribe for more videos. And the train's just running along in 1949, its first couple of months of its year. We're now in the year 1950. I know I almost forgot, it's been 100 years since I started creating this railway, which was amazing as well. There were the two amazing things really in this part really. One, my oldest locomotive reached 77 and died, and two, it's been 100 years since I created this railway. I started creating a railway in 1850, and now we're in the year 1950. I almost forgot. Let's not keep on that. It's quite a long way. I upgraded, or extension, did an extension to Columbus from Lima. That's what I've got to tell you. So my last words are, Please comment, like and subscribe for more videos like Robo Tycoon 3. See me at part 18, where we end our game in the year 1951. That's our town, Columbus.